Want to know the one thing every slim-looking woman over 60 knows that you don't? It's not about the size on the label. It's about strategic deception, and I mean that in the best possible way. See, looking thinner has nothing to do with actually being thinner. It's about understanding three things: where to draw the eye, where to create definition, and where to add visual length. Just last week, I styled a 65-year-old woman named Patricia for her daughter's wedding. Same dress, same body, but after applying these 7 principles, 3 people asked if she'd been working with a personal trainer. She hadn't lost a single pound. She'd simply learned where to place a seam, which neckline creates length, and the secret angle that makes your waist appear 3 inches smaller instantly. And here's what makes me angry. The fashion industry has been gatekeeping these tricks from you while selling you expensive solutions that don't work. They tell you to hide in dark, shapeless clothes while celebrities and wealthy women use these exact optical illusions to look stunning at any size. So today, I'm exposing all 7 techniques. No holding back. But here's the catch. Tip number 5 is so counterintuitive that most women skip it, and that's exactly why they never get the results they want. It involves something you probably threw out of your closet years ago, and when I reveal why you need it back, everything will click. Before we dive in, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications, because I drop insider styling secrets like this every week that you won't find anywhere else. Now, let's make you look absolutely incredible. Tip number 1 starts with something you've been wearing. Tip 1. The monochromatic magic rule. If you want one of the fastest and simplest styling tricks to instantly create a longer, leaner appearance, start with monochromatic dressing. This means wearing one color family from head to toe, or at least keeping your outfit in closely related tones. Most people automatically think this only works with black, but that's not true. Navy, cream, chocolate brown, olive, charcoal, soft gray, deep burgundy, and even muted pastels can create the same effect. Here's why it works. Every time your outfit sharply changes color, the eye naturally stops and divides your body into sections. Those visual interruptions can unintentionally make you appear wider or shorter. But when the colors flow continuously from top to bottom, the eye travels smoothly up and down without interruption. That creates an elongated silhouette that feels elegant, polished, and visually slimmer. You don't have to match perfectly. Different shades and textures of the same color work beautifully too. Think cream trousers with an ivory blouse and a beige cardigan, or navy pants with a softer blue top. The goal isn't to disappear into one color, it's to create harmony that lengthens your shape. Tip 2. The V-neck victory. One of the easiest wardrobe upgrades that creates an immediate slimming effect has nothing to do with size. It's all about necklines. Try replacing crew necks, tight collars, and very high necklines with V-necks, scoop necks, soft wrap styles, or gently open collars.
Why?
Because the eye naturally follows shapes. A V-neck creates a downward visual pathway that draws attention vertically instead of horizontally. That simple shift creates the illusion of more length through your neck and torso, making the upper body appear lighter and more elongated. High necklines can sometimes visually compress the chest area and make the upper body appear broader or shorter. You don't need dramatic plunging necklines to get this effect. Even a modest V opening or an unbuttoned collar can completely change how balanced an outfit looks. Think elegant, not revealing. Tip 3. The structured shoulder secret. This tip surprises people because when they think slimming, they often imagine soft, loose, shapeless clothing. But structure actually creates shape. Adding subtle shoulder definition to jackets, blouses, dresses, or knitwear can instantly improve proportions. A gently structured shoulder builds a clean frame around the upper body. And once the shoulders look slightly more defined, the waist naturally appears smaller in comparison. This doesn't mean oversized shoulder pads or dramatic power dressing. Think soft tailoring, a jacket with gentle construction, a blouse that holds its shape, sleeves that sit neatly instead of collapsing. Avoid shoulders that droop too much or fabrics that completely lose structure because they can make the body appear less defined. Good structure creates elegance, not stiffness. Tip 4. The 3/4 sleeve advantage. Sleeve length has more influence on appearance than most people realize. 3/4 sleeves are often considered one of the most universally flattering choices because they stop at a naturally narrow point of the arm. Instead of ending at the fullest part of the upper arm or covering everything completely, they reveal the slimmer area of the forearm and wrist. That creates balance and visual lightness. Short sleeves sometimes cut the arm at a wider area, while full-length sleeves can occasionally feel heavy depending on fabric and fit. 3/4 sleeves create openness and movement. They also make outfits feel intentional and refined. Try them on blazers, dresses, lightweight sweaters, button-down shirts with rolled sleeves. It's a small adjustment that can completely elevate proportions. Tip 5. The mid-hip hem formula. Length matters more than people think. One of the most flattering placement points for tops, jackets, and layers is right around the mid-hip. This length often creates balance because it schemes the body instead of cutting across it awkwardly. Very short tops can visually widen the torso and create a boxy appearance. Very long tops can sometimes overwhelm your natural shape and make proportions feel hidden. Mid-hip length allows clothing to define your silhouette while still feeling relaxed and comfortable. Look in the mirror and notice where your top ends. Small changes in hem placement often make a bigger difference than changing clothing sizes. Tip 6. The vertical line principle. If you remember only one styling principle, remember this. Vertical equals length. Horizontal equals width. The more vertical movement your outfit creates, the more streamlined and elongated your overall appearance becomes. Vertical elements guide the eye upward and downward instead of side to side. Easy ways to add vertical lines. Long necklaces, open cardigans, blazers worn unbuttoned, vertical seams, center front details, pinstripes, long scarves, straight leg silhouettes. You don't need all of them at once. Even one vertical element can transform an outfit from feeling heavy to looking polished and balanced. Tip 7. The strategic cinch point. Many people avoid defining their waist because they think it draws attention to areas they'd rather hide. Ironically, the opposite is often true. Creating even a subtle waist definition gives the eye structure and creates proportion. Your waist doesn't need to be tiny. You simply want to suggest where your shape naturally narrows. This can be done with a soft belt, side ruching, wrap styles, seam placement, tucked fabric, gentle tailoring. Without any waist definition, clothing can become one continuous block. But when the eye identifies a natural cinch point, the body immediately appears more balanced. Everything above and below begins to look more intentional and proportionate. The goal isn't to create curves that aren't there. It's to highlight the shape you already have in the most flattering way. Now, I know what some of you might be thinking. You've tried some of these things before, and they didn't work. But here's what I need you to understand. Styling isn't about following just one rule. It's about combining these principles together. When you wear a V-neck in a single color with 3/4 sleeves and a defined waist, that's when the magic happens. Each element amplifies the others. And let me tell you something that nobody talks about enough. At 60 and beyond, you've earned the right to take up space in this world. You've raised families, built careers, survived losses, and celebrated victories. Your body tells the story of a life fully lived. But wanting to present that body in its best light? That's not vanity. That's self-respect. That's understanding that how you look affects how you feel, and how you feel affects how you show up in the world. I've watched so many women shrink themselves, not just physically by hiding in oversized clothes, but emotionally by stepping back from opportunities because they didn't feel confident in how they looked. They skipped the photo with their grandchildren. They say no to the dinner invitation. They stand in the back row instead of the front. And it breaks my heart because, with just a few simple adjustments, they could feel completely different. Your confidence isn't just about you. When you walk into a room feeling good about yourself, you give other women permission to do the same. You become the example. You show your daughters and granddaughters that aging doesn't mean becoming invisible. It means becoming more visible, more certain, more unapologetically yourself. And here's something I've noticed after years of working with women in this age group. Once you understand these principles, getting dressed becomes joyful again instead of frustrating. You stop standing in front of your closet feeling defeated. You stop trying on 6 outfits before you leave the house. You develop your uniform, your formula, your signature style that works every single time. Women who use these 7 tips often tell me the same thing. They start getting compliments, feel more confident in photos, and actually enjoy getting dressed again. But the best part isn't looking different. It's feeling like themselves again, not a younger version, but the best version of who they are right now. That's what good styling does. It doesn't change your body. It changes how you work with it. And remember tip number 5, the mid-hip hem. It surprises people because many believe longer layers are more slimming, but often they can overwhelm your shape instead. That balanced mid-hip length creates cleaner proportions and a more polished silhouette. Try it tomorrow and notice the difference. These aren't trends. They're timeless principles based on proportion and how the eye sees balance. Learn them once, and they'll keep working for years to come. So here's what I want you to do right now. Go to your closet and find one piece that violates these principles. Maybe it's a crew neck sweater that could be replaced with a V-neck. Maybe it's a tunic that's too long. Maybe it's something without any waist definition. Just one piece. And this week, I want you to either alter it, replace it, or simply stop wearing it. That's how transformation happens, not all at once, but one intentional choice at a time. One better fitting piece. One more flattering neckline. One outfit that makes you feel incredible instead of invisible. And if you found this helpful, I need you to do 3 things. First, subscribe to this channel so you never miss these insider styling tips. Second, hit that like button because it tells YouTube to share this video with more women who need to see it. And third, this is the most important one. Share this with a friend who's also over 60 and struggling with her style. We need to stop keeping these secrets to ourselves and start building each other up. Drop a comment below and tell me which of these 7 tips surprised you the most, or which one you're going to try first. I read every single comment, and I love hearing your stories. Remember, you're not trying to look younger. You're not trying to look like someone else. You're simply learning how to showcase the beautiful woman you already are. And that woman deserves to feel confident, attractive, and absolutely unstoppable. I'll see you in the next video, where I'm breaking down the exact pieces every woman over 60 needs in her closet, and the ones you need to get rid of immediately. Trust me, you don't want to miss it. Now go look amazing. You've got this.